Huh. What's this? Buildings, a background, a fire. This isn't Dragon Age. Why am I on this game? Oh yes, I was doing a Let's Play of this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nag here, and on the last video, episode 5, we came from the left side and opened the gas vents, sabotaged the area, and had quite an explosion. But now we're going into the tower finally to track Karajan. So I'm sorry for not being available for the last week or so because I've been busy with family and holidays. I thought I was going to have a video out that Friday, but apparently things didn't work out that way. And I've also been playing Dragon Age, which is pretty addictive.
Look at the tracking device. Karajan is on the move. We need to catch him, and quickly. The fire won't distract his guards forever.
But yes, we're pursuing Karajan finally, so maybe we're coming to a close. First of all, let's take this guard out right here. And now, I used a little bit of a trick that I found out while I've been practicing this stage a lot. If you slightly move, you know, the enemies can detect your footsteps. And in areas like this, it can help a lot. Dragging him down in there, we got the 400 points plus the body hitting points. And the reason I hit that switch is those sensors up there will detect you if you don't otherwise. But now let's unlock that and kill this guy right here. Now you can either drag him across and disable those sensors, or you can do it this way, which I find to be much easier, and take this guy out right here. Now we're going to come to a challenge room soon, but before we do that, I'm going to disable those because there's a sensor right there, and otherwise you won't be able to get up here without being detected. At least not without a certain upgrade, but that's later on in the game. But now we're getting to our first challenge room already. Holy crap. Challenge room. A shell only protects a man on one side. And for this particular challenge, this box right here is going to be our main thing to focus on. We're also going to focus on some switches, some boxes to disable. But be careful not to disable any of the lights because that's one of the optional objectives. But all we had to do is hit the switch, and now we're going to bring this box down near like that so we can come back down here. Push the box on the switch. It's kind of hard to see, but it's on the left side right there. Now this puzzle can be a little bit tricky for your first few times because we're going to have to disable both of those platforms so we can get the crate all the way at the bottom. Now we're going to hit that switch again, come back down here like so. Be careful not to jump in the lasers and kill yourself. But now what we're going to have to do is disable this box right here so that second one at the bottom comes down. Otherwise, if you don't do that, the box will just pop up if you put it in the first one. But as you can see, it's a pretty simple one. The next one that we're going to do is going to be harder. That's for another time. Now we can go to the right side here, get this button, and all we have to do is push the box to the left on a switch, and there we go. We're going to have it, and that will be our first scroll of the game. You're going to get much harder from here on out, and let me pull this back.
A bamboo stalk bends beneath a foot that's in flight from a crimson pool.
And the crimson pool is blood, and I assume the bamboo is a weapon.
You fools, let that building burn. Let them all burn. You're here to protect me. Never mind the fire. We need to secure the tower.
We're cut off. We'll have to find another way to get to Karajan.
Alright, so I guess we can't go up that way, though he is right there. But now we have to go to the bottom, and we're going to have to deal with these enemies. Now you don't have to deal with them if you have the smoke bombs, which I didn't take because I wanted to, you know, have something different. You can't get through that one right there, but you're not going to be able to go all the way to the right because you do need a dead guard. Or a guard who will walk to that position on the switch. Otherwise, this is the best way to do it, you know, just to take the guard out. You don't have to take these ones out, I'm just doing it for the points. And just to show you how to do it. They both go on the opposite sides of the stairs right there. Now I'm just going to wait for this one to turn around, get them, and be on our way. Now I love having this mask because it gives, you know, instant kills without having to hit the X button. So it's really good in those tight spots where you want to rush really quickly, but at the same time you don't want to mess up to alert the other guards. Now instead of hitting that power box, it will alert that guard and it will have some time and he'll just be searching. Now before you do that, you can come and take this guy out right here. Like so. Leave him right there because we'll need him to disable those lasers right there. Now you can come over here, disable that power box, and be on our way. Let's see what kind of upgrades we can get right now, everyone. We have Hangman's Hemp. We have Rising Snake here. We also have Distraction Flares. Now I haven't used the Distraction Flares or the Noisemaker upgrades. What the Noisemaker upgrades do is you can use them and manually detonate them. I had to work on the flares a little bit more because I haven't used them much. I only used them like one time, and that's like in the next level. But for now, I think I'm just going to get the Hangman one. I don't really like the Rising Snake that much. I used it once, but I don't really want to get in that position where I have to be, you know, caught or anything. You can only have one attack item. Hopefully we can get a second one later. There's still a lot more items we have to unlock. But now, look at this right here. Bam! You can jump right over guards like that. It's a little bit risky, but once you get it,
looks like we'll need to go around to get above the elevator.
It's pretty awesome to do. But right there, I did it for my first time by a mistake. I thought I was gonna like get caught, so I just panicked and jumped over the guard, and that seemed to work. I didn't know you had that much height. But we're gonna get our second scroll right here.
Ravens vanish as flames lick the roof. Ashes will smother a name.
Now that one was pretty quick to get. You had to be quick on your toes to activate that laser. Again, you can use the smoke bombs if you really want to. But now we're gonna have one more scroll to deal with. But let's continue to the right side. You have these lasers here. Just run through them and get up here. And now we're gonna come to another checkpoint.
So now what's the plan?
Hold him off while I leave.
Yes, sir. Well, my friend, you chose the fight.
Yes, we did choose the fight, but let's collect that artifact right there. Now from here on out, we're halfway done with the stage. Basically, we're gonna have to deal with these enemies being on alert all the time. Now this is where it gets much harder. Now if we have an enemy down there, we have to be quick to get through that door and hopefully not get detected by them, because that would pretty well screw me over. This part got me a couple times. The first time I was hanging from the top edge right there and that light can see you. So this time I usually just go through that door and wait for him to come to the left side. But let's activate this switch right here to open up the door at the bottom right and continue through. Now there's two guards on the right that we can deal with. Now the way I like to deal with them is using that same trick.
Hey, I heard that.
Making him come through the door.
Come on, show yourself.
And take out that guy right there, and let's try to drag him down here quickly. Now we're gonna wait for the other guy to come over here and drag him down as well. Alright, we got the hard part out of the way. Now we only have to deal with one guy in this area right here. Now I'm not gonna wanna use my R because that'll alert him, but I'm just gonna use that awesome leap of faith ability. That really comes in handy. I'd probably recommend upgrading that the first time. And we have our last scroll right here. That was quick, wasn't it? Now let's get this scroll.
Tomorrow we bite the hand that feeds us today. Either way, we'll eat.
So either way, they'll eat. Power disabled. Now let's get through this door right here. Now from here on out, things are going to get much trickier. And the reason is...
We've got this hallway locked down. No one gets through here alive.
Well, not only do more systems activate, we're going to have to deal with a little bit more guards. And we're going to have to be on our toes because we're going to come to one new type of enemy. But we took that guy out fairly simply. Now that disables the laser right there. You don't have to if you don't want to, since the guy is right there. But let's go to the right and you'll see our new type of enemy.
Watch out. A sniper can end your life with just one shot. We'll need to find a way to block his scope.
Yeah, that sucks. It kills you in one shot if he aims at you. So I unlocked that door just for the points. And we're going to have to go this opposite way. Now, I don't know any other way to defeat one if they do see you. I assume you could probably just use a smoke bomb for them to not be able to target you. But I haven't really tried anything else. We only have one enemy in this room. And as we come up to the right side, we'll have a new way to get through this. A new mechanic that'll be appearing in future stages. Now we can use these type of things to block sight, and that includes light, not only sights. But let's go down here and go to the right side. And now as we go up this building, we're gonna kill that guy first. But what I always recommend doing is taking him out first before you disable this power box right here. Mostly because he'll be alerted and it'll take like 10 seconds, and that's kind of 10 seconds wasted. If you're trying to speed run, always go for this option. Or if you're really daring, just...
If you don't show yourself, how can I thank you for making us look like a pack of flaming idiots?
Excuse me? Like I was saying, if you're daring, you can just jump over him and try to get up there, but I'm not that daring right now. Take this guy out. Another thing you can do besides that is use the blocker just to block the light right there. But I'm doing a little bit of a speed run in this level. I'm pretty surprised. The first time this took me about 25 or 30 minutes, but I got it down to under 20 minutes, but that's including the cutscenes.
Come out, little ninja.
There's the man who led the assault against the clan. Now he's the only thing standing between us and Karajan. How quickly the serpent has become the mouse.
Awesome, so we have our final confrontation with Kelly. Finally. Now, you don't really want to engage him because you can't really, knock him out or anything too long. So the way I want to do it, and it's also how you get the last seal, is we're going to have to do this a little bit more stealthy. We're not going to confront him face to face. Now we're going to disable that laser by hitting that switch, get up here, and go across.
Kelly seems to think you'll face him like a glorious samurai. Guess he doesn't know much about ninja.
No, he doesn't. We only have one more sniper to deal with right here. And he's right down there. But this time, you can hit this box and not alert him. So let's take this guy out, hit that switch, and that allows us to go in the middle. Now, we're going to go there to break down this high voltage light area, I guess you could say. I'm terrible with words. You basically get the picture of what we're going to do. Now, I'm not going to hit the last one until he comes right in the middle. Now this is the way to do it without getting detected. And boom! There we go. Kelly is out of commission.
It looks like Karajan got a reprieve. And so did you.
And that takes care of the fall of Hissing Tower. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let's see, what did we get? 8 out of 9, not too bad. We didn't get to do the hanging enemy from a hook, and I'm not sure where you do that at. I've been through the level a few times, and I haven't really seen one area where that's really good to do. But we have some new stuff here. We have smoke bomb upgrades. It disables enemies, and it also disables enemies laser goggles. Oh, not laser goggles, night vision goggles. What am I saying? But yeah, we're gonna have to deal with some enemies in the future that have night vision goggles. We also have a slide kick right here, which is really useful. I'm probably gonna upgrade this. We also have brief shadow. You can assassinate enemies from dark areas. We have Grim Harbinger. We can hang enemies. So let's see, what can we get? Well, I'm gonna get the brief shadow, not for the next stage. The next stage I am gonna do stealthy. So that means no killing on the next one. Which, will I regret it? Maybe, maybe not. I know it is a difficult one. But we did unlock the Path of Silence, and what this mask does, it does not allow any enemies to hear us from footsteps, so that includes running and jumping as well. So, hopefully I can do this on the next video, and I'm also going to use the smoke bombs, and with the smoke bombs I am also going to use the noise makers. All these things will help me, you know, just distract them.
How are you holding up? The symptoms are subtle at first. You feel agitated, unusually aggressive. They say it can drive you mad, but I'm not so sure. I've never seen anyone live long enough to find out. I had to beg Azai for more ink. It isn't even fresh. It's clumpy. Feel that? Oh, sorry. This is unacceptable. If Azai can't straighten this out, well, I'll go to the source and take care of it myself.
We've tracked the Count to a stronghold in Eastern Europe. He may be cornered, but be careful. He's sitting on a stockpile of weapons with his best troops surrounding him.
And that brings us to the city's edge.
This is your final mission. Stay sharp. This is the one they'll remember you by.
Well, as you can see, we're going to have a lot of stuff to deal with already. We have a new mechanic. It's the lightning mechanic. And I guess this is our final mission, everyone. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll have another video up for Mark the Ninja next Wednesday. But until then, take care and stay classy. Later, folks.